So whenever I just have a hankering, I make a cake. And I've told people how to make this cake, and I have a sinking suspicion people don't believe me. This is my 125 grams of everything cake, and I've put, this is how I make it. I take my little Cuisinart thing, put it with the blade in, put it on a scale, 0 grams. And then I start. First thing, 125 grams of flour. At the moment, I'm using self-raising. Just because, 147, that's too much. Because that's what I have in my hands. However, I use all-purpose flour all the time, and then just add a little bit of baking powder to it. So, it's not rocket science, I promise you. Come on. It reads 125, okay? These scales are very cheap, and I use them for everything. Okay. So now, because I don't have to do math, I just hit my 0. This is a Klammerstein scale, and I love it. 125 grams now of sugar. It's a lot of pressure doing this on camera because I don't want to go over. Come on. 23. Come on now. 24. Come on. I did 126. There you go. 125 of sugar. Zero that out. 125 of butter. This is salted butter. Doesn't really matter. 1 stick, I think, is 113. Let's see. Oh, what a guess. $37. 130. 127. Come on, let's get exact. Because normally, absolutely, I would let it go at 127. There you go. Geez, still 127. 126, close enough. Okay. So now, put it on my mixer base. And I get a bowl like that. Zero it out. And it's 125 grams. Oops. 125 grams of eggs. I don't know. I have chickens out back. So my eggs are random sizes depending on how happy they are that day. But it's 125 grams of eggs. Weigh your eggs. Okay, it's 133. Take some of that. What I do is I use one of the shells and I just scoop out little bits of white until it's 125, which it is right there. Score. Okay, you can put a little bit of vanilla extract in if it floats your boat. I'm going to. Okay. Mix it up. I don't need my scale anymore. This over here. All right, so you just mix it up. Drop the eggs in one at a time. Let it all mix up. Take the lid down and give it a scrape. Can you do this by hand? Yep, absolutely. Can you do it in a bowl with a spoon? Yes. Can you do it in your KitchenAid? Yes. I just do it this way. I don't know why, but I just do. Let's taste that. Ignore that. Let me show you this. See? I want this to be of a dropping consistency, and I think this is a little tiny bit thick. Can you see? So, this is where you have to do it by feel. There is no measurement. Add a little bit of milk while it's running. And let's see. See how that little bit of milk made it better like that, softer? That's it. That is the whole cake. How great is that? This is the cake I use for my tres leches. But for this today, I'm doing a super, super thin one. Oops, sorry. I have a 9x13 pan that I greased and floured, completely old school here. And I'm going to make a cooked, well, microwaved fudge icing for this. Yeah. I know, I wish you were here too. Ignore that. So, give it a bit of a shush around. This does not look like a lot of batter, and it's not. This is a super, super thin cake, the way that I'm doing it today. I use this batter. This makes great cupcakes, depending on the size of pan that you put it in. But this is a bit of a weird one today that I'm doing here. So you drop it all in. Oven is preheated to 350. I don't know if I said that already. Give it a bit of a spread around. Do not panic. I know it hardly looks like any batter, does it? Scrape it on. So give it a bit of a... There you go. Spread it all out. Okay. In the oven, 350. I'm going to check it at 20 minutes because I think it'll be done in 20. And when it comes out, I'm going to show you this. I'm going to turn you on to the best icing you'll ever have, ever. The only trick to this icing is that you have to use the icing when it's warm. It doesn't matter if the cake is warm or cold, but this must still be warm. In here I have 1 cup of chocolate chips, semi-sweet, 1/4 cup of evaporated milk, 2 big blobs, probably a tablespoon each, so 2 tablespoons of butter, and a good glug of vanilla. I'm going to nuke it until it's smooth. Whip it up with a fork every 30 seconds or so. And then when it comes out of the microwave and it's still hot, I'm going to add a cup of icing sugar or confectionery sugar. And then that's what I'm going to put all over the cake. Yeah, I am. I'm going to put it on the cake when it's warm and the icing is warm. Breaks all those cooking rules. I don't care. I think it's the best way to do it. And then we just have to wait until it kind of is better, slightly better than room temperature. And then I'm going to cut it and then I'm going to eat it. And I'm going to show you all of that stuff, but I wanted to let you know what was in here before I put it in the microwave. Look at this beautiful cake. Took about 19 minutes, just till it's beautiful. I melted this is the icing. I melted the chocolate chips with the evaporated milk and stuff, and just took it out now. Added in a cup of icing sugar, confectionery sugar, however you pronounce it. Mix it up because you want it to be nice and smooth. It's smooth enough. Now, I have massive cake issues because my oven leans forward, so nothing is ever flat. Yours will be flat. pour it on while it's warm. Oh yeah, this is gonna be crazy delicious. Okay, if it goes down the edges, big honkin' hairy deal. So, I have a big divot in mine over here because, as I said, my oven leans forward. So to compensate, I'm going to put a little bit of a, that's too high, like that, just to kind of stop it from running all the way down that hole. Come on now, look. Is this not a beautiful, beautiful thing? That is all she wrote. I'm gonna keep a little bit of this icing back here just in case I need to fill up any holes or anything. But that looks good to me. And that is how you make that cake. 125 grams of everything, super, super easy. And then this icing, throw 4 things in the microwave and you're golden. I'm gonna let this cool-ish and then we're gonna hack into it. And I'm gonna eat it. And it's gonna be good to be me. Make this. All right, I'm back. I've waited long enough. It's warm to the touch underneath, just barely. And Connor's home from work, so I'm gonna force him to eat some. I'm gonna cut it in half. Cut it in half. Do an edgy bit or middly bit?
Middle.
Middly bit. Okay. This is the best. Look. Oh, I should probably sample that. Make sure it's not poison. This is the easiest cake ever. And this is the 125 grams of everything cake. This is the cake I make the tres leches from. Okay. Go down. Grab it. Oh, look at that beautiful thing. It's just a little extra warm right now, probably. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Very quick, very easy. I should probably have a bite just to be sure it's not poison before I give it to you. Oh, holy cow. All right, so that is the cake. Make it, eat it. It's super easy. And it'll go quickly. All right, Connor and I are gonna go eat warm cake now. Enjoy. Let me know what you think of this.